The biggest barrier to success is you. If there's one thing that I've learned throughout my life, and especially throughout my YouTube journey, it's that I am the biggest obstacle to my own success. And what do I mean by that? Okay, self-doubt, not believing in myself, negative self-talk. These are the things that have stagnated my growth more than anything else on my journey. There is nothing that anybody else ever did that was more detrimental to my own success than the things that I have done to myself. Okay, and that's probably going to resonate with a lot of you because it happens to everyone. Everyone has varying degrees of self-doubt along their journey, especially when they're going for things that they didn't previously think were possible, when they're trying to be trailblazers, innovators. Okay, they're trying to be the first to do something. And if you're watching my channel, the chances are you're either trying to be the first to do something or you're trying to be the best to do something. And on that path, you will encounter self-doubt. The difference between successful people and people who, I'm not going to say aren't successful, but people who just don't follow their heart, who don't fulfill their vision, is that the people who are successful have learned to overcome, transcend their self-doubt. It's not that they don't have self-doubt. Okay, for as much as I talk about being confident and taking leaps of faith on yourself, betting on yourself, and doubling down, I still have self-doubts too. That's why I'm making this video. Lately, I've been dealing with self-doubt, especially in regards to my YouTube journey. And I know it sounds very strange given that I'm literally at the pinnacle of success compared to where I've been on my YouTube journey. This is the most amount of subscribers I've had, the most money I've been making, the most views I've gotten. All of the metrics point in the direction of success. And yet I still feel this nagging sense of self-doubt. And through deep introspection, what I've realized is that this self-doubt comes from one of two, if not both places. It can either come from a feeling of being incapable of achieving your goal or a feeling of being unworthy of achieving your goal. Now, me personally, I've proven to myself time and time again that I'm capable. So that puts me squarely in the second category. I feel unworthy of the things that I desire. And that is a problem because when you feel unworthy, you are energetically pushing the things that you want away from yourself. Or to be more pragmatic, for those of you who don't believe in spirituality, you are telling your subconscious mind that you're not worthy. Therefore, your subconscious mind will become closed off to opportunities that may be there for you. Okay, there's a reason why a lot of people work very hard in their lives without making any progress. It's because they don't believe that they are worthy or potentially capable of achieving more than what they're doing, right? And that's how you end up on the treadmill, as I like to call it, where you're exerting all of this energy. You can turn the speed up as much as you want. You can run as fast as anybody else, but you're not making any progress. You're not going anywhere. The moment that you learn to step off of the treadmill and start believing in yourself, having faith in yourself, that is the moment that you transcend your doubts. And even if you crawl, you will still make more progress than you would have on the treadmill. Now, how do you overcome your self-doubt? The first thing that you need to do is examine the source. Okay, self-doubt comes from programming, plain and simple. There are two types of programming that you will encounter in this world: internal programming and external programming. Internal programming is the things that you tell yourself. Okay, that is the negative self-talk. That's you telling yourself, I don't have what it takes. That's you comparing yourself to other people and comparing your inside to their outside. Okay, if you compare yourself to me, for example, you might look at the things that are going on in my life right now: new apartment, new car, okay, about to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you might think that, oh, he's so far ahead of me. I've seen comments from people saying, man, I'm 21 and you make me feel like I'm behind in life. But you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know that I have those same feelings too. You can't escape those feelings with material things. You can't use external factors to change your inner environment. It doesn't work that way. I've tried it. Okay, you've seen the things that I've been doing in my life. And while I'm very grateful, I understand now that they're not going to fix this issue. So this goes beyond the things that I have. Okay, a lot of times we tell ourselves that we aren't capable or we aren't worthy of the things that we desire. And That could be for a multitude of different reasons, but a lot of times, like I said, it comes from comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. Now, the next form of conditioning that plagues our minds on a day-to-day basis is external conditioning. This is especially prevalent in school. It's prevalent in families, friendships. Okay, you have to be very, very mindful of the people around you so that you can control your mental diet. Now, I understand that for some of you, you're maybe in closed-minded environments. Okay, for example, I have a lot of subscribers from Ireland, okay, just to throw a specific country out there, who have told me that the people there typically are very closed-minded when it comes to creative endeavors. Okay, they don't see that as a viable path for themselves, so they try to tear you down as well. Okay, and obviously it's like that in a lot of other places as well, but my point still stands. Okay, you are being conditioned by people who believe that they can't achieve something, which, like I said earlier, could be because they feel incapable or unworthy. And because of that, they believe that you should feel the same way. They're projecting their fears onto you. Some people, they might do it out of love. Some people, they might do it out of fear. Okay, maybe they love you and they don't want to see you fail. They don't think that you can accomplish your goal because they don't think that they can accomplish it. I've experienced that before. Or, like I said, it could be from fear. Maybe they do believe that you can accomplish that goal, but they don't think that they can do it. And they can't stand to see somebody else fulfill the potential that they've left on the table. I've experienced both of those before. And when it comes to people like that, you just have to learn to distance yourself. And I understand that could be difficult. It could be a family member. It could be your parents, your siblings, your best friend, your partner. But you have to do the best that you can. And the beautiful thing about this day and age, and in you watching this video right now, is that you have access to a community of people who want to get better. Okay, on my channel, there are almost 100,000 people as I'm filming this who want to get better. That's why they subscribe to my channel. There's going to be people in the comment section that probably have, if not the exact same, a very similar goal to what you have in life. But the underlying goal is to get better. We all want to improve. And of course, I'm no exception to that. And that's why I always say we elevate together. Okay, you have to learn to manage your surroundings the best that you can. You can't control who your parents are. You can't control who you go to class with. But you can control who you spend the most time watching on YouTube. You can control what types of videos that you like to watch on YouTube. You can control if you're on social media, consuming people's self-doubts. That was a big one for me. I remember I used to spend a lot of time on Twitter back in the day, and I would always see these tweets from people complaining about their lives, talking about how miserable they were, but they weren't taking any action. They weren't doing anything to fix the problem at hand. Okay, and those are the people who will try to place their own self-doubts into your mind, but you get to control what you allow into your mind. For example, somebody could come up to my door right now, knock on my door, say, hey, can I come inside? It is entirely up to me whether or not I decide to let them inside of my apartment. It's entirely on me. I don't even have to open the door for them. But even if I do, I don't have to let them in. In the same way, when people try to project their negative thoughts on you, their self-doubts on you, it is on you to choose not to let them in. Plain and simple. So you have to figure out the source. Who is placing these negative belief systems into your mind? If it's yourself, why are you doing that? What was the moment in your life that made you feel like you were unworthy? It could have been maybe when you were in second grade, Little League football, and you fumbled in the championship game. You lost your team the game, and ever since then you felt incompetent. Or maybe you come from a low-income environment where people don't dream big. You've never seen anybody dream beyond the neighborhood. And you feel like you would be wrong to dream bigger than what you see other people dreaming. Okay, you feel like you would be conceited or vain. And it's not like that. There's nothing wrong with dreaming bigger than your environment.